Righty ho there, my lovies, and welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. I'm Shorty Vaughn, and I'm super glad to be back in the kitchen today. Hello to all my lovies. Hello to all my new subscribers, my new lovies. Yay, hooray, yippee, skippy, and hot diggity. I'm 4'5". I live in Phoenix, Arizona. I like to cook budget meals. I also now, due to some, newish health problems, cook low fat, low sodium, low carb. And so for me, I'm trying to stick within 60 carbs per day. Let me tell you, it is super challenging. But so far, knock on wood, we're getting her done. Anyhow, tonight's meal, it's going to be fantastic. I'm super hungry. And you know what they say, that hunger makes the best sauce. So let's get right down to it. We're going to braise some beef and some onions, and yeah, that's what's going to be for dinner. We're going to add at the end, the last 15-20 minutes, some broccoli right on top, and that's not going to hurt a bit. A friend of mine gave me some of their cow in exchange for watching their dog. And so this says beef rib steaks, but they didn't look like a ribeye. They kind of looked like a chuck eye to me. And that's just fine, knowing that a chuck eye is going to be best and most delicious when it is slow cooked. So I am going to go ahead and put these both on to the pan here. Give them a good sear up with a lot of onion because I love it, and some other things. And then I'm going to go throw these into the oven to braise very slowly for a few hours so these can be their most delicious self. You can see right here I've got a little bit of maybe silver skin, and I want to take that off because that will not be easy eating. A little extra fat. Sometimes your butcher might call something by a different name. So yeah, I think these are going to be a chuck eye steak, which is a more muscular part of the ribeye with not quite the same amount of marbling. But it will have a very similar taste, just not, just not as well marbled. So, I'm usually not that fussy, but for the interest of ease of eating, I'm going to make sure that I get that little bit of silver skin off. Also, it looks like they got maybe a little bit of the rib bone in here, and I'm going to take that out too. Not mad at it one bit, because you know what? Free is for me. Can't complain about free. All right, there we go. I keep a bag of beef scraps in my freezer to make a bone stock, and those will go right on in there. I'm going to go ahead and turn this up to about a 7. And this skillet is rated for both stovetop and the oven. So I'm going to pop a little bit of oil in there and let that get off to a good start. Got some beefy fingers. I'm going to go wash my hands. Be right back. All right, all better. Yay, hooray. So, we're waiting for my skillet to heat up. Yesterday, I ran all over town. I had doctor's appointments, and I had imaging, and I had this, that, and the other thing. I can remember when you had a day off, and you went and did something fun. Now all I do is go to appointments, but hey, it's better than the alternative. So I'm excited about this dinner. These are going to be super good. And tonight it is just Andrew and I for dinner. So it was just fine that there's only 2 in here. These look pretty darn hearty. So I think this possibly could serve 3. But baby sister's got an appointment after work. And so she's going to go do that. We are going to we are going to season these very simply with a ton of black pepper. And that is going to be my primary seasoning on this. I'm not afraid of the black pepper. Yep. Because I cook with lower salt, to me it's really important to bump up all of my other flavors. We are going to have some salt today because I'm going to braise these in a little bit of brown gravy mix and a few other things. Here we go. Yay, hooray. While those get going, I also did some yard work. I got my cactus garden all cleaned up. Now it needed to be done for quite a while. And yesterday I just felt like that was the date I could get it done. And I just took a few good hours. I got in there and separated all of the pups for the agaves and the aloes and got them replanted all over the yard and got all of the weeds out, because that's really the hardest part of a cactus garden is the weeding, because kind of eats up a little bit. Got some stickers, but that's all right. It was fun. I had a good time, and it was my most successful gardening adventure yet in the last few weeks. So I was really glad. It felt good to just have my hands down there in the dirt. Just, getting all the dirt under my fingernails. I washed them, don't worry. And yeah, just being outside. It was 77 degrees yesterday. It's overcast and cloudy again today with an upcoming chance of rain. And I'm excited about that. Like you would not believe. I live in Arizona and we get about 9 inches of rain every year. And we have 345 days of sunshine. It's a lot. It's a lot of sunshine. So any day that we're getting a break feels, spectacular. I don't want to move these yet. See, I'm very tempted, but I'm not going to do it. I'm waiting. I'm going to give them a good solid 4 minutes because I want a decent sear on these. Like I said, these are going to braise because they are kind of a tougher cut. And I'm going to go ahead and set my oven now at 300 degrees. I know you're like, Shorty Vaughn, no way. You like to cook at 400, and you know I do. I like to cook on high. But today, slow and steady is going to win the race. That's okay sometimes. Ooh, we need some mushrooms. I like to take a little damp microfiber towel and just kind of wash up my mushroom a little bit, making sure that I've got any leftover debris off. And these mushrooms are enormous. I got these at my 99-cent store, and it was 24 ounces for $1.99. I think that is a terrific bargain. And these honestly are pretty clean. They're going to be spectacular. They won't hurt one bit. Well, one more for giggles. All better. I have just quartered my onion into these really big chunks, and that's the way I like it. Not worried about it. It's going to cook down. These are going to cook for a long time. And let's see. Oh, see, that's a nice sear. Let me bring you down and I'll show you the sear. See, that's a lovely sear. That's a 4-minute, don't move it around. Just let it do what it does. Don't be afraid. Kind of a sear. I can dig that. I'm digging it. Absolutely. All right, so I'm going to let it go 4 minutes on the other side. And I'm going to go ahead and throw these onions in. And like I said, they're quartered. They're really big chunks. They're going to be great. And they've got a long time to cook down, so I'm not worried about it. I wouldn't worry about it even if they were going to cook fast, because I like onion. Baby, you don't like onion? Don't worry about it. Yeah. Don't give it another thought. Just leave it out. Maybe you want extra mushroom. Maybe you just like onion powder. Well, that's fine too. Gonna put these big old chunks of mushroom in there. And I'm not picky about the way you cut your mushrooms or really any of your veg. However you're getting your family fed, that's all that matters. Absolutely. All right, got some delicious stuff going on there. Okay, let's go ahead and get a few other things in here. Got some garlic here. Hello, Gilroy. And I'm going to put about 1 tablespoon of garlic in here. You can use less. Absolutely. I have some Dijon mustard. Got this for free over at my Albertsons with my rewards points. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of mustard in there. 1 cup of hot water. This is going to make my braising liquid with that delicious mustard, the garlic, the pepper. Oh, it smells so good. And I have a little bit of bulk brown gravy mix. And I buy this at a little place called Smart and Final. It's kind of like a Costco, but there's no membership for it. Anyhow, I'm going to put about 1.5 tablespoons of the brown gravy mix in there. That's going to give us a great big beefy flavor and also a delicious little sauce for later. Only putting the 1 cup of the water in there because the onions, the mushrooms, the meat, everything will let off a little bit more moisture. I can always add more, but once it gets too watered down, you're kind of hosed. All right, let's put the lid on this baby and let's get this into the oven for braising. Like I said, we're going to do this low and slow. And well, before I put it in here, let me show you. You can see that the liquid is only going about halfway up the meat. Yeah, so it's not swimming, it's just taking a little, wade. And that's just fine. That's just what we want for braising. We can always add liquid. We should not have to because that is a good tight fitting lid. And that's really the key to an excellent braise. It's a good tight fitting lid. All right. So what's new and exciting with you? Tell me. Inquiring minds want to know, baby. What you got going on? I have all kinds of new subscribers. Hey, someone said hi to me from Ethiopia. Yeah, I think that's awesome. Hello to Ethiopia. Yeah, and New Zealand. And, all my regular lovelies in the U.S. and Canada. And, hey, let me know down below where you're from. I was born in Arizona. I lived ever so briefly in Oklahoma and then have lived the rest of my life pretty much in Arizona. And I just love it. Oh, let me tell you something about Arizona. So I'll tell you the 5 C's. Arizona is known for 5 C's. Our state motto is Land of Many Uses, and we are known for cattle, cotton, copper, citrus, and climate. Because, other than that May through September, which is just excruciating, the rest of the year is just fantastic. So hospitality is a big deal in Arizona. I've spent most of my life working in hospitality, and only really since 2020 have I been working at home in restaurant technologies. And that's fascinating work. I'm on a bit of a leave because I've not felt well for the last month and a little bit, but I'm getting better every single day. And I'm going to take all of this stuff and I'm going to put it away because I like to clean as I go. I hate to scrub. I just hate it. The only thing I hate more than having to like scrub and really get down to it is, you know, taking out the trash, which is my least favorite chore, and I will complain about it to anybody that will listen. Yeah, I like to clean as I go. That's why I always have a pile of clean dishes going up here, because as soon as there's one, yep, I'm just on it. And yeah, stay on top of your dishes. That way, after dinner, you know, you wash your dish, you wash his dish. Better yet, get the kids to do it. If you've still got kids at home, make them wash the dishes. My mother made me. Look how great I turned out. All right, while I'm cleaning up, time for a little classic TV trivia. It's my favorite. All right, and you guys are so good at it. You're just whizzes. I'm telling you, I'm always so impressed. Okay, on Happy Days, Mr. Cunningham, what did he do for a living? Tell me down below if you know. Yay, hooray! Bonus points if you know what kind of car Mr. Cunningham drove. Yeah, there's one. I was getting ready to put some soap on the rag and do some dishes, and that one just popped into my mind that I could remember what kind of a car he drove. So, yeah, let me know. Hot diggity, I like that one. I got my little snowman out, you know, and I usually fill him with some kind of a cookie, and this year I'm not making cookies for the house. I am making cookies, but they are not going to be for me. But I got my little snowman out, and I've set him on the counter, and he looked all sad and pitiful and empty, and so I went to the store, and I bought some sugar-free Russell Stover's candies. Yay, hooray. I got coconut and I got mint. And they smell amazing. And I like to come over here and just pop the lid up and just smell it. I don't even have to have one. I'm just happy enough to smell it. Anyhow, I get one every day after dinner. That's my yum yum. And today I'm going to have mint. I just love him. He just makes me smile. Just that face. Yeah. I don't know why. Got him at Goodwill a while back. I think he's super cute and fun. And yay, hooray. I was at the doctor's office, and the doctor says to me, "Shorty Vaughn, you're behind on your screening." I said, "No, I don't think I am." He says, "Yeah, you're behind on your screening. Do you want to have a colonoscopy, or do you want to have Cologuard, and you can get it sent to into your home, and you know, follow the directions, send it in for the lab work to be done, you know, for a screening for colorectal cancer." And I said, "No, I think I've got 1 year left before I have to do that." He said, No, we changed the protocols. You're behind. We need to get you up to date. What do you want to do?" And okay, well, you know, just send me the Cologuard. That's fine. Well, I don't have a family history of colorectal cancer, thank goodness. And if I can avoid the whole, you know, colonoscopy, I'm just going to go ahead and avoid it. Anyhow, he looked pleased as punch to send it to me. The Cologuard people, they have called me and texted me and emailed me at the minute that order went through. And they're at 7 a.m. in the morning. Like, it's 7 a.m. Baby, I don't want to be thinking about that. Yeah. And what did they want? I finally called them back today. And they wanted to know my communication choice, my preference. Yeah, do I prefer to get emails, calls, or text messages? That's what they wanted to know. But mail was not one of those options, and that would be my preference, for receiving my results. Anyhow, yeah, they're driving me absolutely crazy. They're just a little bit too excited about my screening. So I don't really need help because Andrew did his last month, and when you're a spouse, there are things that you never thought you were gonna do or hear. One of the most dreaded phrases at my house is, "Hey, honey, can you look at this?" Yeah, I don't want to look at whatever it is. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't even play one on TV. So when I got married, when we were young and in love, and it's all kiss face and happy, and you think to yourself, yeah, this is great. Then, you're doing something and he comes in and says, "Hey, honey, can you come look at this?" You're like, "Oh, what am I going to look at?" Let me tell you, it's always worse than when he's got the milk jug and he smells and says, "Here, can you smell this?" I'm like, I don't want to smell it. If it doesn't smell right to you, it's not going to smell right to me. Just get another jug of milk. There's plenty in there. You're like, "Come look at this." Yeah, just go to the doctor. That's what they get the big bucks for, so that they can look at whatever ugly is going on with you. But I always look. He says he needs help. Yeah, I'll help you, whatever. It's all right. And that's how life changes. You go from kissy face to let's read the directions for your color guard. Yeah, it's a thing. God bless you. Alrighty, my lovies. Well, let me tell you, this has just been cooking away. Looks fantastic. Plenty of pan sauce there. Plenty of gravy. I've got this 1 pound bag of broccoli spears, and I am going to go ahead and just dump the whole thing in here and grab the lid. Maybe I'm going to add just a little bit of cracked black pepper to it again. It doesn't need any salt because that gravy is going to be our salt. But put a little extra pepper on that. That'll suit me just fine. Pop the lid back on this baby. And throw this back in for that broccoli to heat up in that last 30 minutes. That should be terrific. I'm going to go ahead and get the TV trays up. Get Jeopardy all queued up. Yay, hooray. Oh, hey, last night we did a jigsaw puzzle. That was super fun. I'm going to go ahead and insert it right here. Yeah, it took us about 4 hours. 500-piece puzzle. Did it right after Jeopardy. That's how we spent the night. We also had a little popcorn, air popped, and a little sugar-free hot chocolate. Yep. It was a great time. We had a good time. All right, bring it back, and I'll show you our plates when we're all set. Thanks. All right, my lovies. Well, I think dinner is done. Yay, hooray. Smells amazing in here. Boy, that's hot. Let's go ahead and get this out and get this plated up. I think that looks terrific. Yay, hooray. All right. So we're also having a sliced pear to go with it. And I'm going to go ahead and make Andrew's plate first. I want to make sure he gets all kinds of veg. And those onions, yum. Tons of those. Yeah, are you excited, Pigpen? Pigpen's excited. Let me at it, Mom. Let me at it. All right, my lovies. Well, I think that looks good enough to eat. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Oh, he's going to want a little bit of that gravy, a little bit of that braising liquid. I almost forgot. All right, there we go. Yay, hooray. All right, my lovies, be good, be careful, look both ways. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching Crazy But Not Dangerous. Bye now.